If you just stumble across the channel, it's probably because somebody hit that like button before. And for those of you who hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around someone? 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like it burns. So give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorries won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck right now. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
What's up, everybody? Grizz is in the house, Trig is in the house. How's everybody doing? Some of our coins popped off. We're going to take a look at that tonight. I got some other ones that may be popping off too.
What doesn't make you will only make you stronger if you believe what they say. Might be that another day
We'll get started shortly.
but they're done. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun?
It is now 10:57 p.m.
Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like that. It hurts, so give him something worse to pass the time. Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
Not now, Mom. I'm streaming. Not now. Not now, Mom. Why do you guys have screwdrivers next to you guys' names? It used to be axes, but they got paroled for good behavior, so they gave them screwdrivers. Welcome to the stream whatsoever. Hey, if it's your first time, what we do is we just kind of ease into looking at the charts, looking at Bitcoin, throwing some things up and looking at token metrics, looking for some in AI, looking for some places just to generate some kind of cool picks for investing and trading, and lately we have a good little run on some of them. So we got some successes there. And then I've also got some more that's on my radar that might get me getting ready to pop off soon. But instead of chatting about it, why don't we just go ahead and let's go to the charts.
For those of you out there that are hitting that like button, I just want to say thanks. Thank you very much.
Sometimes it just sounds like that will never end. And then there was silence. It is Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. No, it is. Darn it. Did we miss Taco Tuesday last night? Like I said, every day feels like Thursday to me for some reason. And what's tomorrow was Thursday. How is everybody doing today on this kind of mixed bag day, right? Checking out a big watch list. These are the year gainers, according to Crypto Bubbles. See which ones are kind of up and which ones are down on the day there. And then we got our top 100. Just always good to check with Bubbles. Stellar's just killing it. It's these moments that we look back and say, man, I should have got some of that. But you know what? You can't get them all, but the ones that you do have, their day's coming too. So just hold on and let's just celebrate that some of them are popping off and some people are getting paid. Some people are starting to see how doing this right, doing it sensibly, and using a little bit of analysis can help you make some money that can help you out in the rough times that we're having, and they're not over. And here we are in crypto. And if you're a little guy, that's what this is for. Crypto is for the little guys. Gives us a chance to play on an even playing field. Gives us a chance to be a bigger dog. Gives us a chance to be a whale. Word for the day is whale. Can you say whale? Can you find the whale button? I can't find the button. Guys, looking here at Bitcoin, and I'm on a small frame chart because I'm bored. Bitcoin's just been in this range, man, but you know, flirting with these mid whatever 29,000s and popping back up to 30, but we are struggling with 30,000s, which best to be on the north side of that than the south side. And you know, if Bitcoin ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Although the alts are feeling a little bit of happy today, a little mixed bag there. Let's get rid of this Fibonacci and take a look here. In case you get out of hand, we'll poke you in the eye. So where is time? Time is coming. We could actually do time next, but I do like to go over Bitcoin and a couple of matrices because that's how we stay on top of everything. That's the secret sauce. So we just try to get it all done at the first. Rip that Band-Aid off, man. Let it sting, and then we get to the good stuff. And it's so much more fun. On the 4 hour, we got Bitcoin over the 9. Got it back, riding that 9, trying to reclaim that 21. It's in a falling channel pattern. Good chance to break up to the upside, and let's hope that that is what it does, because going down sucks. Stochastics are kind of pinned at the top. Volume weighted average price is kind of mingering around a little bit. It's more sideways than the same, if you ask my opinion. They putting some pain on some people. From there, we like to take a quick look at Bitcoin dominance. Also in the 4 hour here, and you can see where we're going to the downside, which is usually good when Bitcoin's stuck sideways. This is what's helping our altcoins right now, so keeping an eye on this will Let us know when we need to chill out on our altcoins, when we need to jump back in when we can. Bitcoin dominance is your best friend when it comes to altcoins. Your other best friend should be total 3, because when she's going up, most of your altcoins are feeling a little bit frisky. Some of them might just dang near start humping your leg. They get that excited. They like to go up, so we like to watch this metric as well. Things look cool on the 4 hour. Coming back to the daily, just take a quick peek. Looks good there too. We're kind of filling out this bigger pattern, which will give us a bigger move. Not there yet, it's coming. We're above the 200 moving average, and that's an important thing on the daily for total 3. Close this candle above that. I think it's on. I think we're going to have a very exciting week. Now we can get to time. Time popped. That's what I saw. Another one of those things you look back and say, oh, you know, maybe I should have bought more of that. Oh, that's a phrase that goes through my mind a lot, but you just have to ride with it. Be thankful for what you do have. And a lot of these places put them against. KuCoin was bad about this, against Bitcoin and Ethereum. We usually used to, it always was Bitcoin against Bitcoin, but now we're kind of accustomed to looking at them dollar-wise. So she popped off. Very nice. Look at them candles. About time, baby. And there she is. There's that line. She didn't have as near as a hard time there. She did pretty well. Now there is a good chance that we come back for a retest. It'll probably meet this 21 moving average. Might get a chance to get back in on this about a little over $19. My guesstimation somewhere around 19.20 would be fairly decent. There's a little bit of bearish divergence that suggests that we may break below that 9. If we do, that's your chance to get back into this. If you missed out on the juicy $16 to $17, then I can't help you. Sometimes I wish I'd got more than what I did there. 'Tis the way the cookie crumbles. But there's other cookies out there, baby. There's always a cookie. There's always a cookie. I'm over here looking for that little box, and I keep forgetting where I put it. I target this area right here. I target this area. I want to zoom out just for a second here. It's always best to zoom out and get a look at the bigger picture, see what's going on. I want to tighten these little babies up. Baby, I missed you, but I can't chase you because you're a green candle, and it's just against my religion to do such a thing. Thou shalt not chase green candles. Therefore, I will wait for you to come back to me. Come back, baby. Daddy's here with open arms for you to come back. I'm looking at 1910 being a great price. Pick this up. Corresponds with some other things I've got here with this kind of trend line that we broke back up above, which is mega bullish. Not out of the woods yet, but we sure are covering a lot more ground than we were before. Now, according to this off-brand of digital sorcery, casting the bones, are we? Looking at the Fibonacci, my favorite place to target tells us that we can reach 25, 30, 26, 34. They're around about. Slow my words. We've got, it all depends on what exchange that you're on. So there'll be some variations, but $25 to $26 is where it's headed, maybe even up to 27 here, just based on the momentum it has from its current move. Definitely aiming for this 100 moving average, and that's coming in at 24.37. And that's normally a good one to mark when I can find the right buttons. But your bigger picture... No, we gotta zoom out to see a bigger picture, don't we? So I did not draw a top trend line on that. It's got one of those peaks, and then we started forming our kind of wedge shape. So really, you do have a variety of resistance areas here. The strongest ones are the ones we have to look at, and I believe those are the ones that we just technically have broken out of, making this what appears to be a double bottom. $47 is a good area. $57 is a good area. Those are reasonable areas to expect this place just going to go back to, and it will struggle there. But that's just where the area of resistance starts. 57 is going to be the tough spot. So if we are looking into, or this is months away though, to get up into this cloud, we're looking in November. But we're headed there. And then it's going to toss us up on the other side. And this thing's... it's got some good places to go. Now, these areas in the 20s over here correspond with where we are, this bottom area. Tough area of resistance to get over, so we got to pay attention to that. For people who are a little bit like, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just not sure. Maybe, you want to watch it for a little while, take a more conservative trade. You wait till it gets above that area right there. Jump in at $28. Jump in at $28 and just ride it on up. And you can set a tight stop loss. Maybe. Don't get too tight. They do look little stops. Forget I said that. You figure out your own stop loss. You should be a grown-ass man. Let's grab the chat and bring it over to the screen so I can see it too. 28.5. I think you can get there. I've got 27.69. That's a 618, but it can definitely go higher than that 618. So, yeah. I'll see if I can throw that back on there too. Sin is moving. Yes, it is. And hey, DeFi guy. So can time go to $400? Let's go over here. SQUIDGROW is one of them we're going to take a look at tonight too. That's another one that should pop according to, or is a good one. I haven't looked at the chart yet, but when you ask Tokenmetrics AI bot, it likes to generate SQUIDGROW right now. It also generated REP, which we will look at. Cause she boomed, baby. Yeah, I like it. I took that chance. Yay! So looking at Chrono.tech, this is what I like about it. This is kind of the effect that we're kind of seeing out of REP right now. It has such a low supply that, oh really? You're hot? Let me get some, and soon that price just starts taking off. So time? There's only 710,000. It's got a market cap of 14 million. This is perfect for getting in. Even now, if you don't want to have time at $20, you're still doing good. Although there may be a chance to get it cheaper. But this is one that I think is a good one to accumulate. And its all-time high was $569, and that was January 2022, so about 18 months ago almost. Gosh, man, we're already in July. How time moves so quickly. So yeah, this one is definitely a good one to be in. Now I don't know if that's an awfully steep falling wedge, and those don't play out as strongly as the more shallow ones. So it's going to have some trouble catching up with a lot of these areas. And 38, this area right over here, it's also going to be a little barrier it's got to get across. And that's also where the 200 daily moving average is coming in too. But it is finally starting to touch the red here in the Ichimoku cloud. Getting a little extended here on some of our indicators, but not quite as hot as it can still get a little bit more hot. It's still got a little bit more spice in it, I think. And coming down to this time frame, it is still too early to call. I think you've got one more move in here, and I think it is up here to at least, well, let's see what you say. I'm going to say this is going to be the sweet spot right here, about 24 to just right under $25 there for this next move up. Let me check some other things here. Just trying to go parabolic. I'm just wondering how far are we going to go? Because catching it on the 9, if she's going parabolic, she should kick off the 9. It looks like that's what it's trying to do. Ichimoku cloud is really thin and way away from it. So this one's getting ready to pop again, in my opinion. I could be totally wrong, but that would put us up here at 26. And zoom it out, what was that? I got a long line there, so it's got to be a support resistance area. Okay, with this area right over here. I think that's the target. How can we make that? Well, it's kind of a measured move, so let's make it blue. 26.51 is what I got on that. Time. Oh, you bought in at $50. And it went to $5.75. Man, that's a good return. Every time it pops, it keeps going up. Yeah, it may not stop. I mean, it definitely had a downtrend like that. Maybe we'll see what it's going to do. There's a chance because we still got a while to go in the cycle, right? There's a chance it could come up to these areas. This is 618 at a Fibonacci area at 27, almost $28. Work its way back down and do kind of a double bottom just to retest the area it came down to at $16, $17. That's a possibility. So it may be a chance to take a little profit and get more, or just, you know, reaccumulate when it does come down. Because if it ever does come back down to these areas, I'm going to fill that bag up again. So time popped, and let's take a look at rep. Augur, as it is known, looks tiny. Looks so tiny on here, don't it? Looks so little itty bitty. Oh, that little bitty move, so cute. That little bitty move went from $1 up to $1.53. Was all the way up to $1.77. We were hoping to recatch it here, and look what it do. Nah. I just tap it and leave. It just makes me feel so cheap. I hate that feeling when you just get tapped and left. Boom. Yeah, it was bad choice. So, will it come back? Wow. She looks like she wants to go on a tear. There's some signs here it's getting a little bit tired. So, going to 178 kind of tired it out in the short term there. And I'm just on the 15-minute right there. I'm going to jump out to some of these larger time frames. We had some targets all the way up to 285. And that was jumping in about 116. We're talking about this in our buy zone. And I almost didn't buy it at 115. But I thought, man, that's looking really strong right now. And I think number going to go up, and I was hoping it would still come back down, and of course it didn't. So now I'm just kind of debating. So if you're one of you like me, like, well, can I still get in it? Can I still get in it? Can I? Man, this still looks really bullish. There's some slight bearish diversions there, but it is not strong enough to do nothing right now. It seems to be respecting this trend line. The 9 has crossed over that 21. It would be hard to... 148 is looking attractive to me. Now, if it decides to slow down, but I don't see why it would, since these moving averages just now crossed. And the signs here are showing me that we're probably getting a bump off of this and riding that 9 higher. Jeez, dude. And I got to use Uniswap for the first time with my Tangem wallet, man, and it was a breeze. And maybe... Yeah, I got my card right here. Am I about ready to FOMO into this little guy? I'm here on the 8 hour, and right here, just right above where my buy zone was, hoping for it to maybe come back down to get some of these juicy prices again. We see the 9 is getting ready to cross over the 21, which is your typical first bullish cross, right? If you use this 5 EMA system or 5 moving average system.
Trademark my road dog. Trademark my road dog.
But, no, it's a cool indicator, 5 EMA on Trading View. Here on the 2 hour, I'm on some wild time frames, just sporadically just picked them. I'm above the 100 moving average here. We've caught that. We caught that for support right now. Yay team, that's even better than being above the 9. The sucker's looking bullish to me. My average cost would be pretty affordable right now, and if we were to drop back to the 618, I'm still good. Therefore, I might be at liberty to actually FOMO into this at this price because, take a deep breath, man. Take a deep breath. There's some strong signs here right now. Is this a good time or is it not? Let's figure this out for real. And while you're doing this, I'm just going to jump that price up right on you. Smack you, because every one of them says, excuse me, fellas. Y'all don't mind if I go to Uniswap, do you? That would actually take too long. I do want to do it, though. I shall visit you again after this stream. Let me see if I got time to pull this thing off. You're getting awfully tricky on me there. And Uniswap don't exactly give me the same exact price that I see right here either. I know your little game. I'm looking at you under that 9 on the 1 hour there. I got my eyeball on you, baby. You chilling out for a little while. I want to hang out. I'll meet you. I'll meet you after this stream. I think you may have broke a trend.
Look at that.
Are you going to break it? You going to break it? I dare you. I dare you to break it. Give me a cheaper price, baby. Give me a cheaper price. Oh, you not broke it. Yeah, man. You flirting with it. You definitely flirting with it. I'm here on the 5-minute time frame. Because this is just the fifth wonder of the world right here, where we have the 100 moving average coming up. We've got the 50 coming from the downside, curving up, making a U-turn, rubberneck and everything, like a wreck on I-95. We got the 21 moving average just going sideways, acting like hey, there's nothing really going on here. And then we got the 9 just kamikaze diving just right down to the price, and they're all here just, you know, they're going to hit each other and explode. That's all I'm saying. Now, VMC says, I think it's going to go to the upside. It's got a good argument there. I think it's got a good argument. It may very well go to the upside. That's a crazy U-turn here on the 5-minute. Darn it, Uniswap. It's cool, though. It's cool, though. I'm cool. I think this sucker's getting ready to pop. What you doing 1 minute? This is how I figure this stuff out. Or what helps me. And then we got that trend line, baby. You getting ready to pop up there through that red cloud's what I think you wanting to do. You better keep that 9. You better get that 9 back, baby. All right, it does look like it's got some nice shapes coming up, inverted head and shoulders possibly. We're on the 1 minute time frame, guys. Let's not just get crazy. I like what I see there, but it could just drop. It could. It may not, though. Let's move on out away from temptation. Let's go take a look at RVF. That's another one we looked at, and I've not checked back with it. I am not in this one. This was Rocket Exchange. And it looks like it's still basically still in the same area it was before, kind of in this rising channel. These are bearish by nature. They could come down. It says it wants to come down. The indicators got some divergence there where price is going up and the indicators are starting to come down. Money flow is starting to come down. I think it's going to break through this. I think we're going to see this lower level. Getting kind of close to this little green cloud. We were looking maybe, it was acting really strong, like it may just flip up and go to the upside. And if it did, that would be a good move, taking it really high, really quick. We're still not, that's still a possibility. Don't give up on it. We're still above the 9 moving average, and that's hugely strong. Yeah. Don't let it trick you. We just don't want to break this orange line right here. RVF, will it pop off or will it not pop off? There are seriously some signs. All depends. I would be watching Total 3 very closely on this. Total 3 keeps going up. This one may do something very, very bullish. Got my eye on that one. Someone asked me to do XRP in the comments. And also time, that's been asked too. Market cap, you're not going to fool me this time. Many a time I grab that first one as it's a market cap and I start charting away before I realized those numbers don't make any sense over there. You did not fool me today, market cap. Didn't really want to go to KuCoin, but I've charted it before, so we'll look at KuCoin. XRP. Ooh, look at that rounding shape. Could we actually be making a real cup and handle here on the 4 hour? Possible, I say. That would mean we'd have to come up to this area somewhere around 90, 92 cents again to kind of make that lip before we kind of daggle our way back to about almost where we are now, to 80 cents. And then pop off. That would be cool. I like that. I could play that game. Could be. Could also be. A rising wedge, which usually does give out and break to the downside. Unless they break to the upside. Then it just goes all crazy again, because we already talked about that previously on the last chart. That's when they moon. The cup and handle idea could be a possibility if we start seeing that play out for that moonshot. Or something similar to that. But it's got good signs that it's up to something. It does. Here on the 1 hour, everything is still above the 9. If we're above the 9, consider that that's moving forward. That's moving up mode. It's when we break that we got to worry about slowing down and reaching a peak. But as long as we're above the 9, we're going. We're full throttle. And right now, XRP is still full throttle on the 4 hour chart. You can go XRP, do something. I like it when coins move. Strega says bacon. Strega gives me mean faces. Are you in a short, man? I got caught up in some uncanny Bitcoin action. I put stop losses. I'll be darned if they didn't stop me off, I think, both ways and sideways. I don't know, man. Jeez. Well, you know, Coinmetrics is saying that SQUIDGROW, for its AI chatbot. This is where I was asking about it earlier. Oh, this is Augur. That's Gumby. Dang it. Striker says, I don't do shorts or longs. Spot is cool. Spot is the majority of what I do, and it seems to be the safest and most rewarding, because futures, I don't know, man. I mean, you can do good and you can feel great and you can get the right numbers, but it is just so easy. It's still hard for me to maintain that right now, where I want to be comfortable moving on to some larger numbers. But I have dabbled with that crazy leverage lately, so I got a little taste of it. It was very interesting and somewhat useful if I use it in certain ways. So we're going to take a look at Squid Games. And I was trying to show something. That's not it. SQUIDGROW, not Squid Games. I have misspoken. Let it all be known that he has misspoke and said Squid Games when it should have been SQUIDGROW. Is hereby declared from henceforth it shall be known as SQUIDGROW. The token metrics declares will be a 100x coin in this next bull run. Those words are paraphrased and implied. I am reading between the lines of what it says. None of this is financial advice. This is merely crypto opinion. With coin token metrics and what I think. And that's all it is. Let's go check out SQUIDGROW, man, because that looks that interesting. How we find this little guy. SQUIDGROW. Let's go with the trading view chart. SQUIDGROW. Look at you, SQUIDGROW. What are you doing, man? Let's go check out some other stuff before we get to SQUIDGROW. Let's get some tokenomics on this one. Squiddy. Pop up number 1 there. Already had it on here earlier, I thought, though. Contracts are over here. We need to get that contract. We need to go over to Token Sniffer. You toke and sniff it. That was Silk Road. What can I say? Sniffing tokens. And there's the token fairy. What we got? SQUIDGROW. SQUIDGROW has the outstanding score for your investment criteria. It has reached a potential of 39 out of 100 points of positivity. The token is sellable. It is not a honeypot at this time. Buy fee is less than 5%. Sell fee is less than 5%. That one says it has a token high sell fee. So, but if you can find it on the exchange, would that affect you? Excessive fees are often sold for profit and can negatively affect the token's price. Contract analysis, verified contract source does not have a, ownership. It don't have a great score, so it's risky. That's it in a nutshell. Let's get to the good stuff. Jeez. And that was a deep dive. She broke market structure more than one time, baby. What are you doing here? Come on. Stop your playing. How many times? Well, I'm here on the daily. And I am not amazed. Now, rep last night when we looked at rep, hey, yeah, I could see something was there. This one, not so much. It doesn't have any of the signs I'm looking for. I mean, it doesn't look like it's ready to pop above that 200 moving average and keep it anytime soon. So I've got to disagree, and maybe I will be totally wrong, but maybe this one will just 100x and jump off. It's not about to jump off today, people. It's trying to do a little turnaround. But you got to give this one some time. It has it broke market structure here, so we could be coming. It broke this area right here for support. Let's get rid of that trend line. That's confusing. That last little leg right there, we're just barely above it. It's a good sign if we can hold that at the bottom of that wick there. We'll lose it, and then we're coming right back down to these areas. Maybe have a little hiccup here. Not seeing it for Squid Games. Let's pass. I'll say pass. Good thing about Spot, if it doesn't go your way, you can always hold until the bull run. That is definitely true. That is mega true. And if it gets down low enough, man, it's easier to double those bags at a cheap price. How's A0 looking to me? No, we haven't looked at that in a minute, have we? It's been under $1 for a while, right? 90 cents, got as low as 82. I'm on the daily here, so that's a little while ago. Ship is struggling. It doesn't look bad. I mean, it doesn't look. I think it's trying to find bottom. It is starting to curve a little bit, which it wasn't doing on this trend, right? So hopefully we got a little stopping point here. $1.03 is that's its nightmare. So I think we're in accumulation. And I think that's your range. So like a Wyckoff accumulation, and we can, just to make all that jargon simplified, it's basically a range that we ping pong between, hanging around this middle a lot of the times, flip-flopping on either side until we come down, and then we do these little things called springs, try to freak everybody out, and then they pop up eventually, and they come over here and then ride the top. That is Wyckoff accumulation in a nutshell. Without going through the automatic rally and last point of supports and your show of strength. Why complicated? Let's just say it ping pongs and then it bounces out. So much easier. Also, when it comes to patterns, baby, we got you in patterns too. It's going to do something like an inverted head and shoulders or something crazy. We'll figure this baby out. Which is all right. Hey, my pleasure, Chris. Hey, I'm glad time's working out. I just need Quant to get on board too, man. Quant. I remember thinking, I should probably have as much time as I do Quant. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. What you doing now, though? Because a lot of these things have been just at that ugly area where you're like, oh, I don't even want to look at it. I don't even want to, I don't know. There's like something when you look at these coins, you just start feeling like it's not disgust, but it's just like if you are force-fed spinach, you just don't want it. It's like, And those are the best times to buy, when it feels that way. You're just sick of seeing it dwindle down to nothing. And woo! Good old Dogecoin. What are you doing, baby? You still in that channel? Still working on it. Daily says it wants to do a little something. Maybe pop above that 100. That'd be good. Take us up toward 0.077 cents. Doesn't make me a millionaire, so let's move on to Kadena. Actually, these are not the coins on my list, but since we're here, let me do this and then we can get back to the cool ones that I wanted to point out to you guys that maybe ready to pop off. Maybe. For you that like the risk of taking on rep, these might be kind of similar in things, maybe. Kadena riding the leg of this falling wedge there, just humping it like there's no tomorrow. Hey, Kadena, hey, here, boy. Go get the ball. Woo! Go over here. Go get it, boy. It'll take it a minute. He'll figure it out, though. Here on the daily, Kadena actually looks... Oh, that... I would be positive to just turn this lemonade back into a lemon. The 9 moving average did cross over the ones it needed to be bullish, right? We just lost that 9 moving average. Now we're prices below them all. So we just kind of, we notified that we're going sideways here. I'm not liking this moving average. I really don't want this one to go down because I have a bag of this and I'd really like to see it starting to do something. But if you cannot maintain this level, you start flirting with 58 cents and below. Yeah, 53 to 50 maybe again. Retesting this bottom area, and maybe it'll just hump this leg all the way back down here and not just fall suddenly. It doesn't matter. I see nothing bullish on it at the moment for Kadena. Seriously, I got nothing. It's just blah. It's like, I don't know, the uncle at Thanksgiving that ate too much and just passes out on the couch. It's just it's done right now. It ain't got nothing. And that disappoints me, Kadena. Kadena, I believed in you. I gave up some Bitcoin for you. You better straighten yourself out now. Long-term hoe. Let's get on to some of these guys that look pretty cool. ZeroX, I believe, is one of them. And I know I've got these charted out. ZeroX. Or maybe I don't. Be that way. Right, 23 cents is going to be a little bit of a hiccup at it for it. It's at a cool level right now to find support though in this very narrow band, this very narrow channel. Doesn't mean that it will though. I do like this green in the Ichimoku cloud showing up, but let's see what we got here. Did you break structure there? Ooh, on a technicality, you did, baby. You did. You got rejected off of this 200 moving average. Why am I talking to you like I know you? Coin? Like you a person or something? I think I picked that up from other people. Trying to see if there's any cheatifications. All right, ZeroX on the daily. Interesting. Not convinced yet. Let's. What do we got here? You're down at the 0.5. I don't think you're on an explosive move, ZeroX. I think you're interested. I like you. I think you're very nice. I think you're just lovely. It's not you, it's me. And I just don't feel the tingle. Okay, ZeroX, it's just kind of sideways and some funky movements. I'm not counting in on anything on that that's really appealing to me. Call me crazy, and I am not a meme coin person, but I looked at SAFEMARS. And let's take a look at that. For some reason, I thought that looked good. And so let's check it out and see if it looks good. We're kind of at a bottom zone. Okay, that didn't quite touch that. Zooming out. She's been beat, but looks like it is doing a nice little touch there for a kind of a triple bottom. Not really inverted head and shoulders, but we get the same effect. We're kind of getting into a range here. And it does like these areas all the way up to there. Now I'm on the weekly. I'm just looking at some things. It's in a good position on the weekly to get my interest for maybe. Let's see what we got here. I am not sold on this one yet. Coming down to the daily, I like that. I like that. We're away from the 200, so it should want to pop back up there. This must have been one I saw. I must have been looking. I was on the 4 hour. Yes, I think it was the 4 hour. Or I was seeing, I think, where the 9 is across all your moving averages over the 1. Maybe. I'm not giving this one that high of a score. I mean, definitely come up here to the 200 moving average, right? That's definitely where we're going to be headed. And I get no percentage on that. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. I don't think it's that big of a jump. And for sure, we got a bigger move there. I'm looking for the ones that are getting ready to pop above that 200 moving average, either above it and retesting it, or that are showing signs that that's definitely going to happen. I'm not convinced on that with SAFEMARS. That is the right one, right? That is the one I got marked there. Taking a quick look at step. This is not step in, this is just step. This little guy's got my interest because this little guy's already popped above the 200 moving average here. We've already made a rounding shape. I like that rounding shape. Now we also can meander here. Hopefully we will meander here a little while and keep that 200. That's kind of important. We want that 200 daily to stay intact. We don't really want to lose that. It's possible to wick down below it and come back, but then we start flirting with my money, and that kind of makes me feel a little uneasy sometimes. I'd really like it not to flirt with my money and just stay above it and play by my rules. Many times they tell me to go myself. But maybe this time it'll listen. 21 moving average comes in here with the line that we just marked from the daily chart. I think it was at 0.0135. I think that is a good place to target. Maybe taking a little taste of this one, as that could be the flag out area. Yeah, we got to get over these areas. We got a flag. It's got to come back and just that 21 moving average and then bounce. If it falls from there, we are coming back down this way. We don't want that to happen, so we want some stop losses put under here. Or pray to Jesus, Buddha, whoever, and hope it don't go below that point. But I do see a little bit more upside from this guy. So zoom out on the daily. Baby, where are you trying to take us? Nice bounce off our 786 levels, and we are hitting up at that 382. But let's just get away from that, since we gotta have our old top and new bottom. We come down and put our fibs, get the fresh set, and we're targeting this golden fib here, also known as the 1618. I'm sorry, the 618. If you add 0.65, which goes just a little bit above it there, and they call that the golden pocket, about right up to where this wick came. About 0.0179. That's supposed to be a little sweet spot right there for a target, but we got us at 0.017 and 0.019 as potential targets there. What does that give us as far as profito from this 382 era that we find ourselves on? 19 up to 30% move there, with a very good chance with this formation to go a lot higher, just right off the riff-raff off the bat. If we must try to look into the future, into that little crystal ball, let's just pretend that this form will mirror itself, form a lip over on this other side, therefore giving us a neckline that we can project a measured move from, putting it to the top of that, and that will bring us up to this 2.0 area on our Fibonacci, corresponding with almost 3.4 cents. Oh, hello, buzzer. Where'd you go, line maker? But you're not quite a 618. We call you Wyatt because you a 0. But you a 2 for a 0. You a 2 for. That would be a nice little pop, and that will take a little while for that to play out. But you're talking about 147%. And I like the correspondence because if I pretend that that is our top and I pull this little Fibonacci voodoo magic trick, our 618 lines up perfectly with this target that we just had, giving us some potentially eyeballs into the probable future of targets that we can hit with the predictive measure taken from this Fibonacci. This is totally purely speculative, but it does make sense, so I'm going to put them up here anyway. I'm going to make them ghost targets. We reverse engineered this just like they're doing that aircraft over Area 51, but you know it's not Area 51. You know it's some other place, probably Rice Patterson. I wouldn't doubt it a bit. I once saw a tractor just disappear right behind a refrigerator. And you're listening to me tell you what I see on the charts. Whee! Hey, Doug, what's your thought on AI Gem artificial liquid intelligence? My thought is it needs to get its butt off the ground and start doing something, because I got a little bag of it over on Crypto.com that has not impressed me very much. Let's take a look at it. Now you got all gem, and it's Althea. I think we're talking about the same one, but and also artificial liquid intelligence, but they call it Althea artificial liquid. I don't know, but it should be the same thing. Be okay. AI gem. All right. Okay, I gotcha. It's just me and word order. Okay. So I'm saying if it ever does come back here, I'm definitely dipping back into it again down here. But so far we've been holding this level pretty good. She's been struggling, man. She's still under the 9 on the daily. So, it's trying to get a little move today. Stochastics are down at the bottom. It is just struggling, man. But at least it's hanging around. You know, these 2 moving averages are just kind of twisting around and braiding themselves together and stuff. And that's kind of a good sign for some consolidation, for price to stay right around those areas. And it looks like these other ones are wanting to come and join it. So they have some nice downward slopes there. It really needs to hold this level strong. It needs to get above the 9 moving average. If it can get above the 9 and hold that, it can start having some influence on these other ones. And we could see this being like a local bottom. Hell, it's coming down here. So that looked kind of bearish right here with this cross, that angle, but we're starting to get some curving there. Let's do a little trick here. Nope, that corresponds with my little areas. I'm going by this bottom that swing low to the swing high. And I've got these 272s and 214 areas because she can't make it up past this 618 area here. Then I'm looking for a good possibility for it to hit there. Doesn't mean it will, though. Does not mean it will. It's got some actually good signs here on the daily that I do like that suggest that it may be bottoming out there. See the money flow starting to come up, and that's the main thing here. And as long as it keeps coming up on this trajectory, we're good. Stochastics are at the bottom on the daily. Momentum waves are still angling up. Just look and make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm not seeing any notable divergence. It's just flat, and that may be a good thing. It's staying flat. If it can just stay flat in this area, these can round out here, and there'll just be a period of accumulation. But if it drops from here, I'm looking here at 0.0095, and that would be a sizable. You know, that's another 50% down, and that's ouch for having it in a portfolio. So. You know, your $1,000 bag goes to 500 on a drop like that, but you add in another 500 here, and when it comes back up, well, you turn a lemon into lemonade. Well, guys, it is 12:01. I appreciate you all for joining me tonight. I did not get to go over all the coins that I was looking over. I'll throw some of them out there that I was looking at, but most of them I've not charted. I just saw some movement and some formations on the chart, and we were going to look at them, and they look nice and maybe close to a 4-hour moving average. HOP, these are all on MEXC. Step we just did, Scalp, SCLP. We looked at SAFEMARS. I wasn't impressed. WATT. Now I think that one looked good. Actually, before we leave, let's take a look at that one. I think that one caught my eye at the last minute there. Now, is this it? No, this is not it. Or maybe it is. It's gotta be. There we go. On the 4-hour, I really like we flip these moving averages, and that's strong. I think this one might be something to look into as now we're flirting with coming back down to this 200. So definitely see a retest of this at 0.00138 in that area. But if you look at the angles on this, the 200s come around and just bent up, and now we're going up. They're all angled up except for these two smaller ones, right? Our 100's still going parallel with it. Our 50's still going parallel with it. Has not dipped down. It may get a little influence down because of what, you know, the kids are doing right here, the 9 and the 21. Because price is under there, so it's technically bearish for the 4-hour. It's just weaving in there. Those moving averages are just kind of weaving. These are fairly solid, so I'm expecting to bounce off this 200 moving average. That's just right at 0.0014, 0.001385, right through there. And its normal range from where it wicks up to, you know, you got 60%, 66% just to get back up where it was just wicked up to a few days ago, and it's wicked up there quite a bit. So it's one that's kind of got a little range thing going, and if you want to definitely be able to hit it, hit that. Like if you wanted a good little target that it'd have a good probability of hitting, 0.00222. And that's a nice little 60% return. And that's just a small trade. That's just a little trade. It could do some other stuff, but man, you'd probably have to hold it for a little while. And you could save some for some of these areas too. 0.00313 is the 618 of that area. May not get it there in one go, but and it hasn't before. It's struggled, right? That's why we kind of picked this area. Could even go up to 0.023 somewhere through there, but eventually that will tap it, and that would be your moon bag prize right there, where you could just pull out your capital and let the rest of it ride for whatever this coin is and does. And I always seem to forget to clear that thing out. Alright guys, I will see you hopefully tomorrow night. And man, I hope it's another golden day tomorrow. The altcoins do look like they are getting ready to move, and I'll see what other things that we can come up with, and maybe we can find another rep that's going to rip. And until then, remember, you're in crypto at the right time. Catch you guys later.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog.
I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth, was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you was really was about your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Show you like my vibe, pass my candy on my wrist. Bad habits, little rabbit. Now sit down, you can have it. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big head, come and play with me. Freaky dog, freaky dog. Got a whole lot of love for my dog. I see it when you walk my way.
May God bless you all,
Nice big head, come and play with me. Freaky dog.
and may God lead your path.